Dear friends, greetings to all. Today's topic is research process. This is in the introduction chapter of the research methodology. This is an important aspect for a good research work. A researcher wants to do very effective and produce a good result. And then that researcher should follow very carefully all these steps. That is 11 steps are given. And those who are not interested of doing in a proper way, that is different matter. But we should have the sense of doing the research in a correct way. So please note this point very carefully and conduct your research. The 11 steps are there. So first one is the formulation of the research problem. This is the first and foremost important one, because a research problem will guide the researcher and give the correct direction for the doing the work. It puts the researcher in the right track. That researcher might have selected one area, one phenomenon, and in this phenomenon, the researcher should identify the problem, just like a medical doctor who examines a patient and find out the cause for the particular disease. Maybe headache, maybe the disease. There may be some different causes. The doctor should identify the best, that is the correct cause, and administer the medicine. Then only the patient will get relief. Like that, the correct problem should be identified through discussions with the guide and consulting with the experts, like that. Then the second step is extensive literature survey. Literature survey means that after deciding the particular topic and the problem, that researchers should conduct studies, conduct various studies, visiting the library, visiting the internet, and collect data related to the particular topic and get clear-cut idea with that topic and able to give a clear idea to anyone about this particular topic. The literature review means reports are there, theses are there, government reports are there, private reports are there, newspapers, magazines, lot of informations are available. Apart from that, the internet is providing lot of information. So collect the best one and get a clear idea about the topic. Then third one is the development of the research hypothesis. Hypothesis is a tentative statement that would be definite statement the researcher should make, that the result should be like that. He or she predicts what is the result. So result may be available only after 6 months or 1 year or 2 years or 3 years after the end of the research work only it is possible. Okay, and then they have to formulate some research hypothesis, maybe 3, 4, 5 or 10 hypothesis, which will give a clear idea and focus and direction to the researcher. Okay. Then third one is the research design. That is develop a research design. That is a blueprint of the work to be done. That answers a question like what is the work, when to be conducted, how to be conducted, whom to be interviewed, where to be conducted, like that, all questions to be answered. So for this only, the researcher should make all the outline about that. And on that basis only, that the researcher is going and moving to the next step. This is just like the outline, blueprint for constructing a building. Before construction of the building, the map sketch should be prepared, and that house owner will take long time with the discussion consultation and about the dining hall, about the office room, about the kitchen, about the bedroom, where it is very correct or not, and even going through it many times, finally the blueprint is prepared. Then only the building is to be constructed. Then the improper blueprint means the building will not be attractive and will not give satisfaction for the owner. So that point should be kept in mind. Later than, no correction to be done. After construction of the foundation, there is difficult to change anything. Then next one is the make a sample design. Sample design means the researcher is going to conduct a study in a phenomenon, and that phenomenon is with lot of respondents. So industrial units, maybe 500 in or 600 in a district, or the college students in a district, means 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 students, and consumers, maybe countless numbers, and all the respondents need not be interviewed or could not be interviewed because of the time factor as well as the cost factor. That is not possible. Thereby, that researcher is resorting to a sampling method and finding out how many respondents to be selected for conducting the inquiry. How many numbers, how many, that numbers related to the respondents from the population. There are some techniques available that researchers should apply that and determine the number that is possible. The randomly it should be unbiased one. That would be focal point. Then about the collection of data. After determining the sample design, the researcher is going for collecting data in the phenomenon. That is, the samples already decided. So 100 sample or 50 sample or 150 sample already decided, and that researcher is focusing the respondents through questionnaire or some interview method, and any kind of methods suitable for the study should be selected and data should be collected. Then next one is executing the project. After collecting the data, raw data are available, and the researcher is now executing the project, means further work about the analysis and all to be done. That execution means that is kind of organizing the data, removing the unnecessary data, that is editing. Then organize means that tabulation, classification, diagrammatical presentation, everything is concerned with that execution of the project. And next step is analysis of the data. Analysis of the data means by the suitable statistical technique, that researcher should conduct the tests and conduct analysis, and thereby the statistical results should be known. Maybe so many Z test, T test, chi-square test, F test, ANOVA, and other non-parametric tests. All tests are available. Identify a suitable one and then proceed for the analysis. The next one is the testing the hypothesis. Testing the hypothesis means already we have decided the result, determine the result what would be. But it may be in the acceptance region, what you have decided, the result may be accordingly or may not be. That you have to find out, and that we are telling that it is acceptance of the hypothesis or rejection of the hypothesis. The next one is the generalization interpretation. This is more important. So in a phenomenon, in a district or a state, the attitude or the responses of majority opinion is the generalization. Majority opinion means in a place all are drunkard, maybe the generalization. In a place all are interested of viewing films, and some are viewing Ajit, some are viewing Vijay, and we can conclude that majority are Vijay fans. This is called generalization. Then generalization and interpretation of the result. Interpretation means it would be, interpreted in such a way that even a layman can also be able to understand the result of the study. Okay. Finally, that is the preparation of the research report. That means it would be prepared in such a way that it would be much clear. Even a layman can be able to understand it very well. That should be the nature of the report in simple language, no complications, and it should be continuity should be there. So all these factors should be, look into very carefully. If a researcher is focusing to the particular all the 11 aspects, definitely the report will be much appreciated. Then the placement of the researcher will definitely at higher level. Otherwise, the placement is not possible, and also at the lower level with low salary, 10,000, 15,000. Otherwise, they may be earning demand for them. They may earn lakhs and lakhs of money monthly. Okay, that is left to you whether you want to get a good report or not. Okay, thank you very much.